Thank you so much. And Gordon, that was gorgeous. Thank you, music team. Go ahead and do slide 1, Molly. Thank you. Is it up there? Thank you. Grace and peace to you, embodied and non-bodied beings, and all the angels and guides who adore you. Peace be with you. Let us pray. We thank our higher selves, our angels, guides, and the mystery we call God for loving us just as we are, for having compassion for our human experience, and guiding us into the higher truths we came here to learn. Thank you for inspiring the speaking and hearing of this message of forgiveness and bringing us into even greater alignment with our divine inner light. For all this, we are grateful. Let all the people say. Slide 2. Let's begin by putting our hands on our heart. Bob kind of led us through this a little bit. On your heart chakra, center of your chest. And breathe in. You can just close your eyes and breathe in love and light. Imagine breathing it in right into your heart and release all else. Just let everything else go. And again, on your next breath, breathe in love and light. And just release all else. On your next breath, breathe in love and light. And breathe love and light out into every cell in your body. And now breathe in love and light again. And breathe it out into all the layers of your aura, the energy field around your body. And now breathe in love and light again into your heart center. And let it go up to your shoulders and down your arms and form a beautiful ball. If you want to put your hands out, allow a beautiful ball of divine love and light to form into your hands, into your healing hands. And let it get nice and big. And imagine planet Earth before you, and go ahead and place or splash or blow this energy onto the earth. Watch it penetrate and cleanse the atmosphere. Watch it enter the mountains and the oceans and the trees and all creatures great and small, from the largest elephant to the tiniest flea, and into every consciousness down to the smallest grain of sand. May all beings know they are loved. May all beings experience the everlasting peace of forgiveness and grace. May we know that we are loved, and may we experience the everlasting peace of forgiveness and grace, now and forever. Let all the people say. Slide 3. Who's up on the slide? What's his favorite drink? Fruit punch. If Superman gets triggered, what does he do? Punches. Well, he might fly, but he punches, right? He's a puncher. Our superheroes are all punchers. Our superheroes believe that what is outside of themselves will determine what they're feeling inside. And therefore, they must control outside sources that trigger them, that trigger their old negative beliefs about themselves, that make them uncomfortable. We're teaching this to our kids with our superheroes. Maybe they have new ones now, I hope so. Time to tap, tapping hero, or inner, hands-on heart breathing hero, or forgiveness hero. Forgiveness hero, wouldn't that be cool? If we need to attack what we perceive as the source of our inner emotional or physical pain, we'll be in a constant state of fear, pain, and war. A welcome to humanity. Slide 4. Holding on to grudges, hurts, resentment, blame, suffering, and victimization limit our capable spirits. It traps our energy in our body, causes trauma, pain, and dis-ease. When negative emotions are triggered in Superman or you or me, it's because they are already there. I want you to hear that. Nobody triggers something that isn't there, right? Two people can be in the same situation, have the same experience. One gets triggered, one doesn't. If we get triggered, it's because it's already there. And these emotions are coming up for healing. For me, that's the meaning of what's in the way is the way. Does that make sense? Those of you that read the book? Sometimes we are catalysts for each other's growth. We trigger each other. Has anybody ever done that? Huh? Have you ever had somebody apologize because they were angry at you or resentful or blaming you? I had that happen recently, and I'm like, okay, thank you. But I'm thinking to myself, because this person's still in victim mode, I'm thinking to myself, really ought to forgive yourself. Because that energy, I knew something was going on. I didn't take it in, but you sure did. You made yourself sick. How do I know I have an old core negative belief about myself? Well, how do we know when someone triggers us? What happens? It's like it rises up, right? Almost literally from the unconscious where we shoved it down, it rises up and we go, oh shit, what's that? How do we know when we are triggered? What do we do with it? Maybe we find ourselves justifying our anger or the badness of that person or complaining about them. Sometimes that's what friendships are based on. Confirm my victimization, that I'm a good person and that person's bad. The current administration has been a catalyst for many of us, no? Yeah? We have a choice to be victims and join their victim triangle of victim, rescuer, persecutor. You can see how it keeps going around and around and around, right? Victim, rescuer, persecutor. Or we can be creators, and we can take this opportunity to heal old feelings of helplessness, powerlessness, and victimization. At the first Trump administration in 2016, I think I shared with you, I said, I'm going to be better because of this. And that's when I studied with the Berkeley Psychic Institute for 2 years. I want some tools. I want to grow. I want to grow myself. I want to enlarge my light. I want to be of greater service. We can do our inner work even as we do our outer work as empowered creators, coaches, and challengers. We can let our light shine and use our gifts for the highest good of all. It's not one or the other. We're always growing, right? Sometimes when we move out in one way, it causes us to grow in another. I always say if I clean my closet, I end up cleaning out some old emotions, and vice versa. If I do inner work, I end up cleaning out my closet. I think I got some more inner work to do because my closet's a mess now, so. Slide 5. Check out this catalyst dynamic diagram I did years ago for inner listening. Can you read? Is it big enough to read what it says? The catalyst says or does something, that's the one on the left, says or does something that triggers our unconscious childhood wounds and false beliefs. In this diagram, an old childhood false belief is, I never can do anything right. That's triggered, and that releases in that middle person in you, us, that old feeling of worthlessness and shame. It comes up. I'm just trying to show it coming up, because it's stuck down there. It's coming up. Often we're not aware of the feelings we have rejected, so we become angry. So that's up here, that anger. And we blame the catalyst for how we feel. Or we take the anger out on a more vulnerable person. Or we turn the anger inward and experience depression. Anger turned inward is depression. We can forgive the other who triggered us. The reason forgiveness is so easy is that they've simply been a catalyst for us to heal these things that were getting in the way of us being a light in the world, right? Enjoying our life, feeling our joy, connecting to our spirit, being one with our source, our creator. Hearing our guides and angels, being in the flow of life. It gets easier and easier the more we do this. You can almost just, after you get triggered, say, oh, thank you for that. Thank you. I got to work on something, but thank you ahead of time. These old false beliefs keep us playing small, and that's why we welcome when they get triggered. That doesn't mean that hurt or violence or cruelty, anything done to us or anybody else, is wrong or right. This is far beyond that. It's far beyond the judgment. It's about us inside. Every time we do our healing work, it will get easier and easier. And it does. In Unity's publication titled Mindful Moments that was out front, Reverend Richard, and you got to correct me on this word, is it Medecky? You know? Okay, I'm just going to go with Medecky. He confirmed this when he wrote, when we approach forgiveness as a spiritual practice, we realize it is rarely about the other person. In order for the healing of true forgiveness to take place, I must forgive myself. Yeah. Slide 6. Let's say this together. All forgiveness is internal reconciliation. Whether I ask for forgiveness or give it to others, it is my own peace I am seeking. The work happens inside me. He concludes, I must be willing to let go of the poison of unforgiveness. I must stop stewing in that, I'm ad-libbing here. I must stop stewing in that resentment, and that shame, and that guilt, and that blame that keep me small. All the discomfort, he says, is within me, created by me. And I'm the only one who can heal it through self-forgiveness. He concludes his article on forgiveness saying, in the end, there is nothing to forgive. At the spiritual level, no one is doing anything wrong or making any mistakes. We are all getting what we need for our soul's growth. Let me say that again. We are all getting what we need for our soul's growth. And each of us is in service to the other in this regard. From this perspective, we can see that there are no victims and no perpetrators. The victim triangle is far below this way of thinking. He says there are only teachers or students. I like to say there are only catalysts. Not one above another, we're catalysts for one another. Slide 7. A Course in Miracle teaches that forgiveness is a shift in perception that removes a block in me to my awareness of love's presence. Isn't that beautiful? Forgiveness removes that block. And I've worked with people in my tapping work where where they forgive. And when that happens, it's, oh my God, it's like they're radiant. It's like this huge burden they were carrying inside of that resentment and the blame. It's just gone. And they're transformed, and it's beautiful. When these blocks are removed, you and I can enter more fully into our limitless possibilities and full potential. In a conversation with an alien being, you know I'd have to bring aliens in, right? Through a client who is in deep hypnosis, Dolores Cannon asked if their beings ever make mistakes, or are they infallible? No, replied the alien being, making mistakes are normal. But we don't view a mistake as requiring punishment. You beings, in other words, us earth people, seem to feel that when a mistake is made, the feeling of guilt must be experienced. You got that? And then sometimes a punishment is added to reinforce the guilt, so the mistake is not made again. Who remembers, I'm ad-libbing here, and this is not the alien talking, who remembers getting punished as a kid and being told, and I'm using my finger, don't ever do that again? Raise your hand if you, yeah. Don't ever do that again. What the parent, and this just occurred to me as I was writing this, I could be full of it, but what the parent is really saying, I think, is don't trigger those feelings in me again. Right? Does that make sense? Don't you trigger those feelings in me again. But the kids don't understand that. And maybe the parent doesn't understand it either. They don't understand it's really about the parent's fear of feeling the emotions that came up. So the child takes the scolding to heart, and it means I'm a bad girl, I'm a bad boy, I never do anything right. And sometimes parents even say that, right? You bad girl, you bad boy. We talk to our pets that way. Next time, think about it. You bad bird. You bit me, you bad bird. It's really what happened. Oh, betrayal, right? I feel betrayed. My bird bit me. The being continues, the alien being. We don't feel punishment and guilt are necessary. Whenever you call a mistake happens, we automatically compensate for it. The person who made the error is aware that it happened. That's all that's required. They are aware of it, and they will learn from it. And some of these dudes have blown up other planets, and still, this is how they, These feelings of guilt and punishment are one of the major things that keep Earth beings from progressing at a more rapid rate. This is the alien talking. These feelings of guilt and punishment are one of the major things that keep Earth beings from progressing at a more rapid rate. They're hung up on guilt and punishment, and they keep themselves from progressing. It's an obstacle, he says. And when the belief in guilt and punishment is removed, Earth beings can pursue more of their dreams. They can actualize things, law of attraction, make them happen more easily because they're not holding themselves back. Most of the illness, he continues, that Earth beings suffer from stems from this. This planet is wrapped up with that same type of reinforcement. It's a conditioning taught at a very young age. It has to do with limitation. Earth beings have to learn how to overcome their limitations if they want to progress more rapidly. Limitless conditioning needs to be taught at a young age. End of quote. What if the burden of guilt and punishment were melted away so we're really free to pursue our dreams and soul purpose? What if the law of attraction really worked, the law of the universe? What we focus on increases. That we're all creators, all beings of light. Would we be bolder? Would we have more courage and passion and exuberance? Maybe even be more of a spiritual badass like Jesus? You knew I'd get that word in there, didn't you? What if we put that intention forth, you and I, to release guilt and shame and blame and resentment and punishment? Would we even need to suffer, struggle, or be in pain? Think about it. Slide 8. Bob said if I was going to quote an alien being, I had to quote Unity too. Unity Principle 5 says that understanding the spiritual truths is not enough. We must also apply them. So are you ready? You ready to apply them? We're going to practice. Slide 9. That was coming up, so I'm glad you're ready. So let's just come down. Take a moment, if it feels right to you, to close your eyes. You can put your hand on your heart center if you'd like. And take deep, relaxing breaths in and out. You're already centered. Just come all the way into your body. And now ask to be aware of someone or some situation that has triggered you recently. If you find it, please raise one hand so I know where we are together. Good, thank you. Now ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? And you can say directly to my body, to your body, where am I holding this in my body? Is it in your chest or belly or solar plexus? And if you don't notice, that's okay. Just notice the feeling. Who has a bodily sensation? Good. Yeah. What is this energy, this feeling energy that was triggered like in you? Is it poking or stabbing or dull? How are you noticing it? Is it heavy or light or somewhere in between? Is this energy moving fast or slow or somewhere in between? Perhaps it has a color or a shape. Notice what it feels like to notice it. This energy is probably familiar to you. So just say hello to it. Open your heart to it. It's probably not the first time you felt it, but it might be the first time you don't try to get rid of it or move away from it. Just keep saying hello. Hello is a powerful word I learned at the Psychic Institute. Just keep saying hello. Right now, you're experiencing the concept that we've been studying. What's in the way is the way. This is a holy exercise, and your angels and guides are supporting you. Feel the love that is all around you and within you. By being present to this feeling energy that's been blocking your limitless possibilities, you are allowing it to soften and unfold. Notice the softening and the unfolding. and once again, say hello. Imagine allowing this energy to enter into a soft baby blanket that you're holding with your spirit hands. What does it feel like to hold this energy that you have rejected for so long in this compassionate and kind way in a soft baby's blanket? This energy, these feelings may have been trying to protect you when you were very young. Maybe they kept you from being bad or getting into trouble. Just say hello to them. Say, I know you were trying to protect me, and I thank you for that. But now this energy is limiting your possibility and stifling your divine potential and joy. Again, say thank you to this energy you're holding in compassion. Let it know it's time to release. It's time to transmute and go to source. It is no longer has a place in you. And feel yourself lifting it up into the light, higher and higher and higher. Lifting it up into the light, processing and releasing from your mind, body, and energy field until it becomes lighter and lighter and one with God. And repeat after me as you continue to visualize this releasing. Thank you, divine healing intelligence. Repeat after me, please. Thank you, divine healing intelligence, for melting away and releasing from my mind, my body, and my energy field all the positive and negative charges, beliefs, perspectives, and conditioning that limited my divine potential. And take a nice deep breath and notice how your body feels. Allow a half smile to come to your face. Take another nice deep breath and feel yourself sitting in the chair. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Notice your hands. Notice your body. Remember that what's in the way is the way, that our souls have agreed to be catalysts for one another. So each of us can grow in our limitless divine potential. Slide 9. Let's read this slide together. I forgive you as I am forgiven. When we meet again, it will be in the spirit of love. Thank you, God, that this has come to pass, and so it is. You have released a lot, so we need to bring our energy back to us. Please rub your hands together. We're going to create a big golden sun above our head as if we're holding a huge exercise ball. Call all your energy back to you, nice and clean and clear. And invite anything from your oversoul that you need to live in the flow of true forgiveness. Let's throw in a bucket of yellow sparkles for amusement, green for healing, green for healing, blue for serenity, pink for unconditional love, and violet for affirmation of you as a magnificent embodied spirit you are, catalysts for one another, and forgiving always. Give it a big pop and shimmy in all those sparkles. Woo! Our director at the Psychic Institute used to say, if you're not full of yourself, you'll be full of something else. And you might not like that. So anytime you do a lot of releasing, be sure to bring in a big golden sun, throw some sparkles in. I usually do a half one when I'm driving. I do a half tapping when I'm driving. Yeah. Slide 10. Please join me in the closing affirmation on this slide. The forgiving love of Jesus Christ flows through my mind, and I am free. Thank you, and may it be with the blessings of the Supreme Being that this message is complete. Namaste.